Having my tea by the water today because there's always baby sharks in the morning and the evenings here, but today when I wanted to show you, no baby sharks. Good morning, little crabs and snails. There's 3 out today. I thought they were all gone to the deep. He's trying to drink my tea. He just was fully in the cup. Now he's on the side. Cuckoo. He's our little friend. He and one other hang out at our table. What are we doing today?
Today we're gonna go on a little walk, see if we can see a viewpoint. So we're gonna hike 4 kilometers in the jungle.
In the jungle. I heard there were spiders.
Yeah.
And that was said from an Australian woman, so I'm very scared.
You could be on the boat there with 50 divers.
Yeah, I'm kind of okay with not being a scuba diver. I'm fine with it.
Allez, amor, hiking in the jungle. So we're walking in the jungle. We already saw 2 massive spiders, and one almost landed on my head.
True.
Amor is not happy about it. Me neither, actually. So now we're walking a bit more carefully. And we come to a crossroad that says go this way. But filming and being careful where I walk is a bit complicated. Oopala. And everything's a bit wet as well and slippery. There's kind of a path, but kind of. I'm trying to get to this viewpoint. There's some massive trees over here.
We've seen some cool ant colonies.
Yeah.
Like massive.
I don't remember seeing this, but you know.
Do you think we're on the right path?
She's big.
She's really big. She was not kidding. So watch where you like.
So eventually we made it through the jungle to get to this view. What do you think?
So nice. I think we can swim from where we are across to the other island.
We're kind of where the pontoon is, on the right side.
But beautiful view. That's a labor of love right there. Bringing tea in the rainstorm. There's my hero. We just saw a big fat manta jump out of the ocean in the distance, right on the horizon in the rain. Strangely enough, when we first arrived on Crete, I did not have a good first impression. I wasn't feeling too good about the spot we had chosen, and we were about to spend a long 10 days here. But luckily enough, I didn't have to wait too long until my impression changed, and I really began to love the coral and the drop-off right beyond our cabin. Mommy's scaring me, something's wrong. He's done 2 things he never does ever. Sun tanning, or just laying down in the sun in general, and drinking tea. I'm very concerned. If anyone has suggestions, please let me know. His time might be limited. He's trying to soak up all the vitamin D before something bad happens. We don't know why he's laid out, why he's surfaced under the afternoon sun directly.
He's going to see Maggie Mag. Maggie Mag is here. Don't move, he's coming towards you, just behind you, on the left. Hola!
The next day we decided to go on a little snorkeling adventure. We wanted to go further than we'd ever snorkeled before. We actually wanted to cross from our island of Cree to the next island across. For many days now, we'd been exploring this drop-off and coral band in front of our cabin and pontoon, which you can see on the left side. And now we wanted to explore here. At the moment, it was also quite shallow during low tide due to the full moon. What we wanted to see especially was the area behind the land in the middle of the 2 islands, which looked quite deep. We had heard that there were jellyfish, but we wanted to explore and see for ourselves. What we ended up seeing were the most sharks we'd seen anywhere. I think we saw 10 sharks in that spot, as well as this crocodile fish we didn't even know existed, along with so many other cool animals. We spent a good few hours exploring there.
Remember when we were getting nowhere fast, when the garden won't stop giving back honeysuckle, fresh cut grass. I could really use some stuff like that. Talk to me and tell me all that you've seen, all the colors, summer love. Memory washed in every shade of green and all the colors, summer love. Remember the lazy river day canoe, bathing in the turquoise blue, losing track of time with you. Another beach pie sunset view, sleeping in the afternoon. No place to be and nothing to prove. That's sure something I could use. A cure for the air conditioned blues. Could use some too. A little bit of summer love.
A pup has adopted us. He just came down the walkway and laid in front of our cabin. Are you good here, little pup? Good night, sweet pup. Most of our adventures on Cree have come by this path to get to the jetty or hermit crab, to get to the jetty or the forest or the beach on the other side. Unless we're swimming, we're coming by this path. And last night, the dog that came to stay with us must have been from the homestay way down here that we're gonna pass, because there are no dogs at the homestay we're staying at. And he chose us! But he was gone in the morning. Oh look! This one's sitting here sprouting, just waiting for you. You think the agricultural people will get you?
No, I don't know if I feel like putting this in the bag.
We debated bringing a sprouted coconut because they're all over the place, like just sprouting on their own to trees.
If I see one in the last field wind.
Then that's a sign.
Which field wind or field wind?
It's Friwen, Friwen. We pass the cemetery each time and then go into this jungle section. Look at how tall these guys are. Insane. And they all have like notches in their trunks. We're wondering if they're for humans to climb them, but we don't see anyone drinking the coconuts. We still have yet to get a coconut to drink, no?
Is that?
We still have yet to get a coconut to drink.
Yeah.
It's crazy that even these plants that look very innocent, if you can see, why won't I focus? Has like a serrated knife edge. Maybe this is a better view. You can see like it looks like a bread knife on the outside of all of these.
It's never old.
Oh my gosh, it's just bare feet. This is so, I'm so impressed.
Wow, he's in the...
Oh, he's going back up. So impressive. This spot looks so much more Pirates of the Caribbean. Jungle right next to beach sort of island. Apparently over here, between here straight out and this island, which is called Friwen, apparently there are manatees, like saltwater manatees. We're gonna see. Maybe tomorrow morning we can catch them early. Some reality for everyone. This is the reality. A bit devastating, but I think we all need to see it.
Where are you going, buddy?
No, we lost him behind the trunk.
He will...
He moves really smoothly. He genuinely glides, and he's like neon.
They go with a long tail.
Stop. We have dogs again. Now we have two. You sweet lady. You cute lady.
It's fresh.
They just came running down the beach and now they're hanging out on the porch with us. You pretty girl. Oh, pretty mama. We were supposed to go on a big snorkeling expedition, but it looks like this. We got to have that big adventure day after all. The rain stopped, it cooperated, and we got to go on the boat with a boat driver and a guide that we had met a few days before and had already been on some excursions with. But this day was extremely special and important, I think, in many ways. One being we saw things that were not touristy at all. We saw areas where we saw no other people having excursions, and maybe that was just the day that we happened to go. But more importantly, we got to speak a lot with the guide, who finally was able to express to us, and we could ask things about what was going on with like coral protections, with plastic, with the actual environment that we were in. And we got to hear what the locals actually feel and think, because he could speak enough English to have that conversation with us, which felt really important to us. So we got a long day of adventuring, and I felt like we got to know the locals a bit better. In the end, super grateful for that day. I didn't mean to wake you up. I didn't mean to wake you up, sweet girl. You had a really good beach nap. This is your life. Are you happy? Yes. She's happy. Many fleas. Did you have a good last day?
Yes.
I mean, what's left of it is a few hours more.
It was a really good day. It's good to be with you. One more day, full day. In the water, outside the water. I love the green.
Yeah, it was so green and jungly where we were diving
It
today.
was really green. It was really interesting. We saw different things that we didn't see before. And now the pups are coming.
Oh, parade of pups for the evening. There's like a pup clan that lives on the island.
Yeah.
One's down there sleeping still like his afternoon nap. But tonight we're just gonna pack. It was good to have one big last adventure day. We stopped at, 5 spots.
Yeah, that was a big adventure day, actually. Spent the whole day.
Yeah.
Tomorrow maybe another adventure day. Not as sexy as today, but
More like
we're
cockroach
gonna
ferries and,
Yay.
hotels and
Hotels that don't have pool.
that we're unsure if we have a reservation because we can't verify the reservation even though we made the reservation. Stuff like that. On our very last morning, right before we went to take the ferry, we met Otto, who is a guy who lives on Frewen Island, who has protected and taken care of the dugong population around this area. We were so lucky to have met this character. He was telling us all about where the dugongs swim, how you can find them early in the morning, and he asked if we wanted to go search for them. So we went out in the morning. We went on to a tiny island. He told us all about the coconut crabs that live there that he personally feeds each night, and just how he takes care of the whole area. My biggest regret was not having the presence of mind to film him and film what he was saying. I just was very in the moment and I really didn't even think about it, but he was such a special person. We waited a while. We unfortunately didn't see dugongs that morning. I guess it wasn't meant to be, but he patiently waited a few hours with us. We took a swim in the water and then we had to get ready to go. The coconut crab. Ooh. Nice. I don't know. It just usually whoever doesn't deal starts, but I'm not sure. How can I possibly wrap up a trip like this? I don't know. It's difficult to summarize how it feels to take a trip that's only 3 weeks, but feels like you really exited your own world, entered a new world, and now you're preparing to go back. And of course, you are the same person as when you left, but I think it's really important to travel far and wide sometimes for the purpose of not being able to clasp onto anything that is your identity, or that you think defines you and your identity at home, wherever home may be. It just, it changes you temporarily for sure. And I can say without a doubt, I have still thought about things that I saw or heard while I was on this trip. So we went back home, the Raja trip came to an end, but I want to thank you so much for sticking around, if you stuck around all the way through part 3, and we hope to have more travel soon, more videos to watch. We'll see you next time.